Is Tottenham at Etihad? Yes.
Yes. You think they can win?
Yes, I think they can win.
I don't think they can win.
Why do you think that?
If Guardiola plays the same way he's playing, let's just assume the same way he's played in all 4 matches, still the same tactics, he can't win that game. If he leaves Man City to be a case of like how Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United without building a solid young team before leaving. You see what Klopp did? They did a solid young,
gave it a good transition.
Young mix. 18 trophies is no joke. Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's been really impressive.
18 good trophies. 18.
The problem City is facing is a problem right now. I can agree with you. Is a problem of assist and goals. The key people that assist and score the goals are not present.
They are not there.
When your main goal scorer Haaland is not scoring, who else is scoring? The other guys that you get goals from are not informed, like Foden, like Bernardo Silva, right? Doku. If finally Pep has signed and everybody can relax, because everyone was worried. Will this 115 charges make Pep
the whole world worried
run away? Is this the final end for Man City? Would they be relegated? But
Arteta was praying and hoping.
This might be a sign of confidence. Pep signing has changed things, and now City fans obviously will be excited and elated. But we want Pep in the league. I want Pep in the league. People want Pep to compete. We want to see more of this happening. We want to see City.
The league is too one-sided. It's too one-sided.
I guess with the new managers that have come into the league, we can see a lot of people that will give Pep a run for his money. We trust slot football, and the slot is cooking. Amorim now is a threat. It's all what he did to Pep. Sporting Lisbon gave him a taste.
Left, right, center.
He gave him a taste. Maresca too is not chill. Maresca too is doing his own thing. And we have all these, these new coaches with some dynamic style of play. But the biggest news is Pep signed. What are you thinking about this? What are you thinking about this?
I just feel like it's a case of loyalty. Because I think he always signs anyways 2 years. He extends by 2 years. And it's just I think it's just loyalty. He didn't want to leave the club dry because there's really no one to bring in. They might bring in Alonso, but Alonso himself is not even doing well.
Is this a transition year? You feel like this is a transition for Pep?
I feel like there's a lot of things that have been said in the background. Maybe rebuild this team. The team is old. That's the first thing. If he leaves Man City to be a case of like how Sir Alex Ferguson left Manchester United without building a solid young team before leaving. You see what Klopp did? They did a solid young,
give it a good transition,
young mix.
Good transition.
Yes. Not high and dry now, and his lot is cooking with this team. So, but I felt like if Pep left, it would be bad because most of those guys are old.
True.
The new person will have to rebuild from scratch,
and the old guys, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Kyle Walker, they are all old. But these are key guys, but they are old. Things you need to buy some more players and also bring in people. But before we even get further into this conversation, let's hear what Pep's reaction. Let's watch it. Give a quick reaction to Pep's video.
Pep, thank you for giving us your time and sharing with City fans the news that they will be thrilled to hear that you're staying with City even longer. Firstly, congratulations on the contract.
Thank you.
It will take you to beyond a decade at Manchester City. It's a long time. So why have you decided to stay?
I felt I could not leave now. Simple as that. Don't tell me the reason why. Maybe the 4 defeat was the reason why I felt that now I cannot leave. And yeah, I felt the club still, want me or had the fact that they were together, and that's why we signed.
You did 4 years at Barcelona and also 3 years at Bayern Munich, but you're going to be here a lot longer than that. Why is that? What's so special about here?
First, because we won a lot. Otherwise, you don't stay 11 years. Not even here in a place like I feel love. Here's a business. You have to win and have a contract. But I know if we don't win, maybe I will not continue. So I know exactly that doesn't mean as a paper that even we don't need it. It's just the feeling that the moment that we feel is done, the club will know it. And that moment didn't feel it. The club, Chiki first, and of course, our chairman Khaldoon and Farhan didn't feel didn't feel it, and that's why I extend to be here to try to continue to do it well.
I mean, the long and short of it is, I won a lot.
18,
That's
18 trophies is no joke. Oh.
yeah. It's a lot. It's a
18,
lot. It's been really
18
impressive.
good 18 good trophies. 18.
It's been
This
really
guy is
impressive. It's
just
been really
good.
impressive.
Just
Pep
really good.
Pep is one person that you cannot deny the
Yeah.
legacy. You can't
Yeah.
deny the legacy. He's been amazing
Yeah.
in City. And
Yeah.
yes, we know he has done great things in Barcelona, Bayern Munich, but
Yeah.
still you can't the Pep legacy in Man City, he needs a statue. You need to build a statue for him because he has done it, right? He has exceeded. But there's one thing that stood out to me.
Yeah.
I I'm not ready to. I don't think it's. I didn't want to leave. I don't think it's time to go.
Mm.
Maybe it's the fourth defeat in a row. I don't think it's time to go. Do you think this is somewhat of a challenge? It's feeling like a challenge. It's feeling like I'm not. It's almost going
It
back to what you said.
is a challenge because he's never lost four in a row in his
Pitch.
life.
Mhm.
Right? He's never lost four in a row in his life, in his career
Mhm.
as a coach.
Yeah.
The maximum is three in a row. So for him to lose four in a row, I just feel like he wants to evolve.
Yeah.
My own thinking generally, which we can dive in, I feel like Pep's current tactics
Mm-hmm.
is sabotaging the team, and I can explain better.
Okay. Please explain better. Proceed.
So first thing now is first
Yeah.
of all, like I've explained this thing now, the importance of Rodri in his tactics,
Yeah.
right? You could pull up the chart to just explain the players, but before Rodri, I explained something. Now there are three points I will just raise. The first thing is that number 6 position is too important. You can see it on
Mm-hmm.
the screen. The number 6 position where Rodri sits is too important to the way City plays.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's
How
number one.
how important is it?
It's important because you have when they move up to attack, you have three center backs out wide, or possibly just even two. It could be Gadio moving forward, Akonji, Diaz sitting there, and Rodri. Now Rodri has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, possibly 7, because Skywalker can push up to Phil Foden to overload that area, and Rodri can still pick him out. So Rodri has about 7 people in front
Mm-hmm.
to pick out, and he has long range passing.
Okay.
Extremely good. He's physical. He knows how to win the ball quickly. He doesn't run too much. He molded him into a midfielder that understands positioning
Okay.
very well. And before him, now the mid why they are in this issue now
Mm-hmm.
is because of the way Guardiola, first of all, he has overused Rodri, but the way he treated Calvin Phillips. Because
Why is
I will
Calvin Phillips
explain.
getting into this? Okay.
I will explain because generally City always has someone that plays that role, then somebody that is the backup. The backup always plays too. It's more like he comes in. Okay, before Rodri,
Oh,
wait,
Calvin
before Rodri,
Phillips.
yeah, before Rodri, there was Fernandinho. Now
Mm-hmm.
Rodri was the understudy to Fernandinho,
Mm-hmm.
but Rodri was still being used once in a while, still being used. And before even Rodri came, there was Yaya Toure and Fernandinho.
Yes.
Two
But
of them
Calvin
were used.
Phillips.
Wait, now I'm just trying to explain something. Both of them were used interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
And even before Fernandinho, there was someone else. I've forgotten his name. Which two of them were sharing that role? Now the problem is, if you did not have confidence in Calvin Phillips, why didn't you sell him off quickly and get that backup that you can trust? He never trusted Calvin Phillips, and now that he's overused Rodri in the
Mm-hmm.
last 2 seasons, Rodri has broken down. It's just
Okay.
like you use a car without servicing. What will
Wear and
happen?
tear. Wear and tear. Wear and
Wear
tear.
and tear is
That's
what has
expected.
happened to him,
That's expected.
basically.
But yeah,
Now,
I can understand. I can understand what you're saying. But
now
who
there's
else?
no
Who else?
direct,
Who else will fit
there's
in
no
that role? If you
wait.
think of a
I'm
player.
not coming.
Mhm.
You now talk of Kovacic, which you can mold, but
Mhm.
Kovacic might not work fully because Kovacic passing range is shorter than Rodri's own.
Mhm.
Kovacic holds the ball longer than Rodri.
Yes.
He wants to hold the ball. He wants to turn. He wants to dribble. that gives opposition the chance to reset.
Can this not be something that could be trained out of Kovacic? Is this
You
a thing of a
can't.
player, of a thing of what I want you to do when you play in that position?
No, it's Kovacic. This is how Kovacic is.
Mm.
Kovacic, you know what we call Kovacic?
What?
The midfield cockroach. Yes, because
Yeah.
he's just all over. He just keeps moving with the ball. He wants to run with the ball, feel the ball, turn in half spaces. Rodri is not ready to turn in half spaces.
Okay.
Ball through the line, ball to Savinho. People on the wing are receiving those ball quickly. If any of the wingers guard you over creating an overload, Rodri is finding them. Go and check City's play. Kovacic has not been able to find those long critical passes. That's one thing. The amount of passes, you compare him and Kovacic, Rodri's passing is so much in terms of the amount of passing he does. Is far more than, and is in terms of the accuracy, is almost the same.
Having the world's best player, I mean Ballon d'Or winner,
Yeah.
leaving your team will definitely affect your team if you don't have a
Yeah.
almost as good replacement to him. But we
Yes.
spoke about how shouldn't he make a system switch to
So
mitigate for
so
this,
that's what we're saying. That's
right?
why I said. That's why I said it comes back to the key thing. I said Pep's tactics is the one sabotaging City now,
Because there's
because
no person.
yes, so you have a certain way of playing. You want to continue playing that way when that person is not there. The last jigsaw, the last puzzle you had is not there,
So I
right?
get,
But now you remember he had, first of all, you remember something. The thing you about Pep is that Pep has always learned and Pep has always evolved. That's one thing about him. When he left Barcelona, he started with tiki taka and all these things. When he moved to Bayern Munich, it was not working.
yeah.
Right? He changed the style of football to a more mechanical style of football. He played this same type of tactics where he just has one person that sits. It did not work because Germans, they know how to beat through any sort of traps.
Yeah.
1-2, they're in the box, open space. They were beaten by him. He struggled. He now changed it to two people sitting.
Like a double pivot.
Fully, two people sitting. Right? That solved that problem. He came to Premier League. There was an issue of physicality. He built a monstrous team of heavy guys. Rodri, Diaz, Guardiola. These are heavy men of
It's
steel.
almost the
Six.
whole using
All of
center
them are,
backs, using like four center
yes,
backs
all of
rather
them
than
are Akonji, John Stones,
yeah,
Walker. All these guys are 6 foot something minimum, heavy guys.
and
The
physical, yeah.
tiny ones are the ones on the wing.
The Bernardo Silva, the Foden,
Those
the
ones are like the
Doku.
flies that cause you problem. You can't catch them, and it's
Yes.
intentional.
Yeah.
Good. So that's the thing. He built that thing, but now he moved from two. That's why he evolved to having the John Stones role.
So
Where John
let's let
Stones,
so are we feeling like Pep's Pep staying in City now
yeah,
is going to bring new freshness to his tactics?
that's
And
what I
this is
think he
that is
wants.
that way
He's
what you're
challenging
thinking?
himself, yes, to
Okay.
solve this problem.
Give myself
But
more time, sign one more
yes,
year to
yes,
mitigate for these things that are going on.
yes. But even apart from that,
Mm-hmm.
if you bring up that map again,
Yeah.
bring up the former map. Now you talk of the goal scorers that City has had last season. Most of them are out. Just bring up the map. Most of them are out. The only person that is still you see, Haaland had 27 goals last season. Rodri is not around. 8 goals. Alvarez was sold.
Yeah.
Foden had 19. Foden is not in form.
Yeah.
Do you see how many goals he's lost already? Go to the next one where you talk about the assists. Now, De Bruyne is not around, right? And De Bruyne is the key person that does assists for them. He had 10 assists last season. Even as they spent just half. De Bruyne is still coming to fitness. He's not there. Rodri had 9. Do you see? Alvarez had 9. Alvarez is no more around. Bernardo Silva is not on form.
Yeah. He had 8 assists.
Good.
Doku 8 assists.
Doku too has been having injury
Yeah.
problems. So you can even say that availability of players is another thing that's killing him in terms of the tactics.
Players being injured.
Yes, you are
Players
using
losing
Nunes.
losing key people.
Exactly. You are using Nunes, which is box to box, as a wide man, right? So his tactics now, he's sabotaging him in the sense that he needs to now do something different.
So they have a lot of fixtures coming up. I
Yeah,
mean, City is playing Tottenham.
yeah.
Moving to looking at that fixture, looking at the 4 in a row consecutive loss that they faced, Pep deciding to stay along. How is this translating into that game? Let's talk about that game a little bit. What are your expectations in terms of
The
looking at that
first
game?
question I will ask you is, do you think they can win that game?
Is Tottenham at Etihad? Yes.
Yes. You
Yes.
think they can win?
Yes, I think they can win.
I don't think they can win.
Why do you think that?
If Guardiola plays the same way he's playing, let's just assume
Mm-hmm.
the same way he's played in all 4 matches, still his same tactics, he can't win that game.
With Tottenham's high line, you think
Yes,
he
they
will
to keep
win?
high line. This is high
Yeah.
line versus high line.
You think
Sweet
you
for
think
Tottenham.
Man City at Etihad, after 4 losses in a row, will still lose to Tottenham?
Best they will get is draw.
No, I don't think so. I
Best they
don't
will
think
get
so.
is
I
draw.
have to disagree with you on this one. Tottenham is not beating Man City at Etihad.
What's making you think they can't beat Tottenham, Man City in
I
Etihad?
think after 4 losses
I
in a
didn't say
row,
they can't. I didn't say they will beat Man City. I said Man City might not win that game.
I think
In
Man
sense
City
that
will
the,
win that
the
game.
result will be a draw. That's what I'm expecting.
What makes you okay? Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. What is making you so sure that Man City is not going to be capable of winning? Is this just
I'm
based on
sh-
tactics,
I'm
based
sure
on Rodri
because
being out?
no. I'm sure because if he decides to do high line versus high line, he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to win that game. Because you know why I say he's not going to win that game?
Mm-hmm.
Tottenham are currently almost complete, and
Okay.
they've perfected the way they play the high line. Guardiola doesn't have everybody to play that
Mm-hmm.
system. So the thing he has to do, he has to play counter-attacking football. If he's to
Mm-hmm.
beat Tottenham during the weekend,
Mm-hmm.
sit back, which he doesn't usually do. He has to swallow your
Mm-hmm.
pride, sit back, hit them on the counter. Just put Haaland there. Somebody should find him.
Absolutely not. I don't think that's it. That is not a way to play. I don't think that's the way you should be playing Tottenham in your house. Sit back. That's
Okay,
disrespectful. This is Man City.
okay,
Like four
Man
losses
City,
in a
then
row.
they
You
will be.
cannot.
They are going to.
No, come on. You cannot
They
say
are going.
4 losses in a row. 4 losses in a
So
row
four
should make
losses in
you
a row,
should
they are
make
still
you
going
go
to
back and
attack.
sit back at home.
Okay,
Sit
so
back
what
at
do you
home and make
what do you expect them to
you
play?
attack them. You have
Attack with
yes, hell yeah. You have players that
Kingston.
okay. The
The,
problem the problem
the
City is
turnovers
facing
is too much.
the problem
The
City is
turnovers is too much.
true, but the problem City is facing is a problem right now. I can agree with you. Is a problem of assist and goals. The key people
Yeah,
that assist and score the goals are not
they are
present.
not there.
When
Yeah,
your main goal scorer Haaland is not scoring, who else is scoring? The other guys that you get goals from are not in form, like
are
Foden,
not
like
there.
Bernardo
Yeah,
Silva, right? Doku, Ify, right? But and your key assistants like De Bruyne, Rodri,
they are not there.
they are not either they're not there or not in form, right?
Yeah,
So I know that's a problem, right? But I do not think that if you go band for band quality at home, teams
yeah,
most likely have an edge and advantage at home. I don't know if you saw the statistics that the Premier League released.
yeah.
Teams are more
Yeah,
likely to win at home in the
win at home.
Premier. Yeah. I do not think it's a game where you sit
The
back. I think this is a
only
game where you take the home fan advantage and you attack. You push
okay.
them back.
We'll see how far that goes.
I think Tottenham, they're a team that is very
The
slippery.
only the
They
only
are not
weakness
that.
Tottenham currently has is their goalkeeper.
Vicario is
It's
no.
only their goalkeeper. That's what I just said.
It's not that solid. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Only their
Not
goalkeeper is
solid.
the problem.
Mhm.
Corners. Apart from that, I don't fancy City.
That's a strong
In
take.
terms of if he wants to play very attacking football, high line for high line, he is not going to win.
I disagree. That's a strong take. City have more
He's
quality than
not.
Tottenham.
He's
City
not.
have more quality than
He's
Tottenham.
not. 100%.
City.
He's not.
That is interesting.
He's not. You know why I say he's not? Because Tottenham have really pacey players.
Okay. Let's quickly dive into the rest of the fixtures. Let's quickly look into the rest of the fixtures they have coming up. Apart from that fixture, so they play Tottenham at home.
Yeah.
They play Feyenoord. Feyenoord,
Then they win.
they should be able to win that. Then they play
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah.
at Anfield. That's
They are
that's
not.
arguably a very difficult game for them.
They are not winning that game.
Okay,
100%.
that I can agree with. No bias,
Hundred
but
percent.
that I can agree with. That's a tough game for anybody. But they have Nottingham Forest coming up. Nottingham Forest this
Even Nottingham
season
Forest is tough.
they've been very, very crazy.
Yes.
They've been
And
very
Nottingham
crazy.
Forest, what are they going to do? What the typical Nottingham
Sit back,
Forest? No.
sit back
Sit
and
back.
sit back and
And
defend.
that is a perfect way to play City now. Just sit
Mhm.
back and you just have one or two turnovers and attack them. Crystal
Okay.
Palace, they should beat Crystal Palace. Juventus, they should win Juventus.
Yeah,
Manchester
Juventus they
City,
should.
Man U.
This is a try. This is a test again for. This is a test for Amorim. This is a go again. You know, like you beat me when you were at Lisbon. Are you
I don't
capable of
think
beating
so.
me this time
I
around?
don't think they can beat him again. I
I
don't think.
I think it's going to be very difficult.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's going to be very, very difficult for him.
yeah,
And we have what Man City United. Yeah, Man City United again. Um, so crazy. But let's look at one last thing before we have our final thoughts. Let's look at um the impact, right, that is going to
yeah,
have. Well, we see Liverpool 28 points, City 23
yeah,
points, Arsenal 19 points.
yeah,
This contract extension, team morale wise, this I mean the expectation is that yeah they're going to bounce back, right? The expectation is that they're
yeah,
going to bounce back.
yeah.
So
Um, the first of all, the fixtures for Man City is not bad.
Liverpool fixtures are definitely harder compared to Man
Yeah,
City's fixtures.
yeah,
And if you
yeah,
see like also sharing back again, you can see like Liverpool, forget Southampton, right?
yeah, yeah.
Madrid,
The other fixtures are
City,
much harder.
Newcastle, Everton.
They-
These are tough
yeah,
fixtures.
yeah, but they are winnable fixtures. To be honest, the only hard fixture I see there is Newcastle, Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's the only one but the rest are actually winnable. For
Including Man
City,
City, you really think Liverpool will beat Man City?
Liverpool will beat Man City. Hmm. You'll be shocked that day. Liverpool will beat Man City because they see, and the club is so organized
Mm-hmm.
defensively, midfield, forward. Everybody's too organized. There's no
Mm-hmm.
space.
Mm-hmm.
There's no space in, like, you don't catch Liverpool empty at the back,
Yeah.
unlike before where you just be catch. No, Man City, you can catch Man City empty at the back, and that's what Liverpool wants,
It's definitely
right?
something that they are going to struggle on. But
Yeah, yeah.
but what are your final thoughts on
Fi-
City and
Final
Pep
thoughts.
signing?
It's good that he extended his contract. He's motivated to find a solution. I
Mm-hmm.
feel his tactics, current tactics he's using, is self-sabotaging him.
Mm-hmm.
City in general, he needs to change it. He doesn't have Rodri. Move on, do something different. You are Guardiola. Evolve,
Mm-hmm.
evolve, bro. That's all I have for him.
Yeah,
Peace out.
final thoughts. I definitely feel I definitely feel the 4 in a row loss is not really a problem. Like people are saying it's a
Mm.
problem, a problem. I'm like, it's not really a problem.
It will be a problem this weekend.
It's City. Let's see what happens against Tottenham. 5 in a row, maybe we might be concerned. But it's Pep, it's City. They will bounce back. Pep has set a very, very high standard with Man City
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we find that
yeah.
them even losing 4 in a row is a
Weird.
problem. It's
It's
weird
weird
for
for all
people,
of us.
right? It's weird
Yeah.
for everybody, but compared to some other team, you think, well, it's them, it's the other team, right? But
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
see what happens in the Tottenham game, and I'm looking forward to watching that match. Comment
yeah,
and tell us what you think about
yeah.
Pep signing a new fixture, and
Thanks, guys.
we'll catch you guys in the next episode.